Record things. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Pat Choi. Welcome to the new year of the tiger. And this year, for those of you know or don't know, that it is a yang and water year for the tiger. And that has some kind of fun and interesting symbolism for it, is that it is going to be a kind of a strong, powerful year, but also a calm and collected year. So it kind of gives a lot of yin and yang energy to this year, which hopefully will provide a little bit more balance since our past years have been somewhat tumultuous. For those who don't know, my name is Chi Baker, and I run a martial arts school here in Portland, Oregon. And the school concentrates on internal and external martial arts for self-protection and healing. And I started my journey 42 years ago in judo. And I started my internal studies of Tai Chi Chuan 21 years ago. And from that, I've studied many other varieties of internal martial arts: Tai Chi Chuan, Qi Gong, Xing Yi, Ba Gua Zhang. And both types of martial arts, the internal and external styles, really helps or can help bring a greater balance to the mind, body, and spirit. And that's what this course is to offer. Our study of Qigong is really to help us gain more of that inner strength, cultivate the energy within us, cultivate some of the energy of the external world, and be able to cleanse, rejuvenate, heal, and revitalize a lot of the energy that we've expelled over the last couple of years through a lot of the strife and struggle that we've all gone through. Those of you who know, and those of you who don't know, the tiger is considered the general in Chinese lore. And the realm of the tiger is earth, and it carries out the biddings of the emperor, which is the dragon in the heavens. And so this year is considered a pretty auspicious year. We are launching into the year of the tiger, who rules the realm of earth. So it's kind of exciting for those of you who enjoy Chinese lore. So our focus, again, is to help rejuvenate and heal. Qigong. Qigong translates loosely to energy, work, and skill. So as we practice, as we do the movements, we're doing the work. And as we continue to work throughout the month, we're going to be gaining the skill of the energy movement. And as we gain skill, we will gain the ability to heal ourselves more, to relax our mind and body and our spirit more, and to really start to nourish ourselves and regain that strength, that vigor, that power that we've had at certain times in our life. The hopes is that through your training, you'll actually exceed all of that and become a stronger, healthier person through the practice. The movements have been specifically created through the ages, and a lot of it has to do with the energy points. And so I sent you guys a handout on the energy points. I encourage you to familiarize yourself a little bit with it, and I'll kind of continue to talk about these energy points and refer to them to kind of help you understand better the movements. But the movements are specifically designed to help you with enhancing, invigorating these energy points and the meridian lines that are within our body. And these concepts are essential to Chinese medicine. So in Chinese medicine, doctors, acupuncturists, herbologists, massage therapists use the concepts of these energy points and meridian lines to help heal themselves and heal others. And so Qigong is one of those practices that helps invigorate those and is actually prescribed in China and other parts of the world as healing medicine. Okay. The points that we're going to refer to today, or some of the points, is the byway, which is the very top of your skull. It's where your 4 skull plates fuse together. That's your byway. Some people say it's halfway between from ear to ear and then nose to neck. So right up around there. Okay. Your top dantian is a place of receptivity. Okay, so when we want to become more open, more willing, we can focus on our byway, which opens up the energy to the heavens. Okay, so it's a great place if you're feeling stuck in life, saying, all right, or you're feeling stuck with trying to figure out a problem, concentrate on this area and say, if I open up this area, it will help me it will allow me, if you will, to think out of the box, right? So it's going to open that energy. Your Tiamu, or your third eye, is a place of insight and wisdom. So again, if you're like, you know what, I really want to make a good decision on this issue. I really want to think it through. We're going to invigorate the third eye, the Tiamu. The middle dantian, which is about at the solar plexus, is your Shangjiang. And this is the place of love. It's a place of connection. It's the place of appreciation. So sometimes during the day, we're struggling, right? We feel disconnected with ourselves, others. We're kind of feeling we're on the pity pot for me, right? This place here is going to help invigorate that place of appreciation, of gratitude, of feeling connected to ourselves, of feeling connected to others, enhancing our area of love. The next one down is your lower dantian, which is 3 fingers below your navel. And this is the place of courage. It's a place of perseverance. So part of this year is supposed to be really about big changes, adventures, taking risks, and maybe moving out of our comfort zone, because we've been kind of stuck in this COVID zone and we want to kind of get out of that zone. So that lower dantian here is, if you focus on that, it's going to help build that courage, that tenacity, that perseverance to move forward in life. The second to last one I'm going to talk about is the yang quan, which is right here. Okay. That is called our bubbling spring. It's a place where we can feel rooted, grounded, solid. So if you're feeling like you're drifting throughout the world, the universe, you're afloat in a way that you don't want to be, right? It could be in work, relationship, it could be just in your belief in humanity. Focus on the bottom of your feet. Really feel the bottom of your feet to ground yourself, to root yourself, to feel connected with something much larger than yourself. And then the last one is the Lao Gong. So you take your 2 pieces, everyone do this because it's good for the world. Peace, my brothers. You take those 2, they come down to a point, right? If you drew a line, that is your Lao Gong, okay? That's a part of what I call the healing hands. So when we need to do work with our hands, whether you're a carpenter, whether you're doing dishes, whether you're a massage therapist, whether you're wanting just to reach out and help calm somebody or heal somebody, you're going to invigorate your Lao Gong. A lot of times we're going to activate many of these points for the purpose of whatever it is that we are working to do. So keep those points in mind. I'll be referring them today, and I'll be referring them kind of throughout this course. All right, everybody stand up. You need to take a little sip of water or tea or whatever you have before we start, please do so. Okay, and let's get moving a little bit. So I call this the saunter. So what you're going to do is be swinging your arms and lifting your knees. What we're doing is we're loosening up our hips, our lower back, and our shoulders. And allow yourself to kind of swivel a little bit. So I'm not like a soldier where my hips and shoulders aren't moving. Let's relax. because most of you have just kind of recently gotten out of bed. So good, then shake. And just as a FYI, there's probably 6 or 7 people who will be joining us on and off because of their work schedules. So I've got a lot of people who are taking the course who, because of their work, right, swing arms, are going to be kind of filtering in, filtering out. And this class is getting recorded. The recordings will be sent to you, whether you want to rehash what you witnessed this morning, or if you missed the class, then you can watch it. Keep arms swing, big circles. Keep your shoulders relaxed, so don't hunch your shoulders. Nice and relaxed. Good, reverse. Remember, we're kind of slowly waking up the body, so you don't have to go Mach speed. Good, let's do our waist. I call these the hula hoops. And reverse. Good, reach up, and you're gonna clasp your hands together in any way you want, and then bend to one side. Try to keep your back straight as you're bending to the side, so don't kind of cave in. Other side. Good, reach up and pull down. Good, and shake, shake, shake. And then do a little bit of bouncing. Again, we're kind of just invigorating the body. Good. Okay. So what we're going to start with, I'm going to talk a little bit more and then we'll do some moving. We're going to open up the by way. I call it uncorking. So I'm going to uncork myself. And then I'm going to activate my yang quan right here. And I'm going to feel the earth. And what I want you to do, think of this as my feet. I'm going to open up my feet and my toes and then relax them. So I'm really opening up and connecting that yang quan to the earth, and then allow yourself to relax and sink and really try to feel the earth. So we're starting to root. We're starting to open up our energy lines so we can receive energy. We're also trying to root so we can relax and release energy. Okay. You're going to have your hands on your dantian, so below your navel. What we're going to do is we're going to start with left hand, then right hand. We're going to stand. My feet are wider than my shoulders. They're turned out slightly. And I'm going to stand here and try to focus on your breathing as you're relaxing into the earth. And I like to actually picture like roots growing from the bottom of my feet into the earth. And then think of your byway nice and open. It's receptive. We're going to take about 5 slow, deep breaths. Relax into Mother Earth. Be receptive to Father Heaven. Try to crack a little bit of a Mona Lisa smile. Good, and kind of stay in that position. The movement that we're going to do, we're going to start with arm circles. And what I want you to think of is this. So it starts here, and then the energy opens and kind of flows out and then relaxes. So it's open, and think of as it's opening, it's releasing energy out. And I kind of think of So we talked about it's a water year. So think of kind of water spray from an ocean wave or something. It comes out and then it sprays out, and then it relaxes, it builds energy, and sprays out. Hopefully that concept makes sense to you. So we're going to go back to this position here. I'm going to relax in again. I'm going to keep this nice and open. My feet are nice and grounded. Okay, and I'm going to be, depending on your camera angle, I'm turning to my left and I'm using my right arm. So this is my right arm. And so I'm going to turn a little bit to the left, relax my right arm. It comes out, circles around, it opens up, releases energy, and then relaxes down. Relax your shoulder, energy rises, it starts to build, and then start to release that energy and relax down. So what I want you to do is follow your own speed for right now. And try to just find relaxation in the movement. Stay connected to the earth. Stay open and receptive to the heavens. For those of you who have taken a couple classes from me or other people, you're going to engage your Lao Gong as you open up and release energy, and then you relax your Lao Gong as it comes down. Nice, soft, gentle, rocking motions. So if you'll notice, keep going circles if you want to, but I'm shifting back and forth. And kind of what I think about, for those of you who've ever been on a boat, that you're on a boat and it's slowly kind of rocking back and forth. So you're kind of feeling the motion of the boat. Do two more. Then bring your hand back to your dantian. Okay, now we're going to be using our left hand. So we're just going to be doing the opposite. So I'm going to now this time turn to my right, relax my hand, up and over. Again, try to find smoothness, fluidity in the motion. Keep going. And if it's helpful, I offer you this visual of the energy. It starts here, circles out. So energy builds, then it releases, and then it relaxes. Energy builds, then it releases, then it relaxes. Okay. So while we're doing this, is that from about here, so I would say that's, for me, that's about 4 o'clock. I breathe in, and then almost at about noon, I start to breathe out. And then I'm kind of relaxing my breath, slightly holding my breath, breath in, breath out, okay? Try to find that rhythm. We don't always have to use that rhythm, but right now I want you to try it in terms of breath in, and then out. And you can breathe out through your mouth or your nose, whatever works best for you. But think of, again, your breath It's nice and relaxed. And then as your hand starts to open, you're releasing that breath out. And then it calms and releases. Okay. So try that concept. Breath in, breath out, and then relax in the breath. Try to find that motion. Myself, I like to close my eyes. If closing your eyes makes you lose your balance or feel self-conscious, do not do it. We're doing circles now. My son just woke up. Okay, good. Relax. Okay, we're gonna go back to the first motion, and I call these inward circles, meaning I'm swinging my arms in, then they go out, in and out, versus the last one we did was we went out and then in. So we're gonna do 3 with the right hand out, in. So 1, 2, 3, and then I swing my arms to the left and back right, and I transition now to my left hand. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna keep my hand that's not moving at my dantian. Make sense? Okay. So it's right hand 3 times, and then transition. So the transition swings left, swings back to the right, and then the left hand goes. Okay, so it's going to be a total of 6. What I want you to try to capture is, again, you're going to keep that top of the head open, keep your feet grounded. Now, in the beginning, I'm going to come back here, is that my feet are going to be in a position, if they need to turn a little bit, that makes my knees, my hips feel better, allow them to turn. And what I recommend is you turn on the heel versus the ball of your foot, okay? So if that needs to happen while you're doing this, to find that comfortable place, allow that to happen. But once it turns, again, allow it to settle and root. So you're really staying connected to the earth, okay? Part of this work is that most of us have felt like we've been floating and flittering and being swept all over the place because of COVID and all the other chaos that's happened. So we want to really work on grounding, staying rooted, really connecting back to things. Okay, all right. Back to here. Start with my hands on my dantian. My right hand is on top. My knees are soft and bent. My feet are connected to the earth. Top of my head is nice and open and receptive. Okay, I'm going to start to shift to the left. My right hand relaxes. Turn to the right. That's 1. Circling. 2. Circle. Breath in. Relax and breath out. Now both hands swing to the left. Both hands swing back to the right, and then your left hand continues. One more. Bring your hands back to your dantian. Good. Okay, the last movement we're going to do is we're now going to alternate arms. Okay. The key is, some of you have know these movements, is work on, if you know these movements well, really work on the concepts of staying rooted and grounded and keeping this open. Those of you who are brand new, it's a whole lot to learn and remember. Work on the motion, okay? And you'll slowly build the two where you have motion and concept joining together, okay? In the beginning, it's just the movement. you're like, I can't think of anything else. That's totally reasonable. So those of you who do know this movement or are familiar more with Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong, try to meld the two together, okay? So here our exchange is when I reach 3 and 9 is when the other hand starts to engage. Let me show you what that means. So I come out, and then when this hand starts to reach my 3 o'clock, my other hand starts to go. And then when this hand starts to reach 9, my other hand starts to go. Okay? You'll notice with me is that both arms seem to continue to move. If you can do that on your own, great. I've been practicing this movement now for 20 years, so I've got a little bit of advanced, step ahead of you. So don't worry if that's not happening with you. But again, this is kind of the rudimentary part of it. And again, we're trying to keep this open, keep ourselves rooted and releasing energy. If those concepts are too crazy for you right now, just work on the motion. My teacher, Sikun Chan, said, the magic happens in the motion. So don't worry too much about the concepts right now. The magic is happening whether you're working the concepts or not. That's the great thing about Tai Chi and Qigong is you're working meridian lines. And as you're breathing and opening up and moving, the magic is happening, okay? All right. So here we are. Again, what I do is I open here. I'm relaxing my feet and staying rooted. My breath is relaxed and calm. I'm going to turn to the left. My right hand starts to come up and over. Now my left hand starts to engage. And it comes up and over. Now my right hand. Left. Right hand. Try to keep your motion soft. Shoulders are relaxed. Most people, when they start off, they have a big tendency to rush the movement and hunch their shoulders. Try to keep the motion smooth, even, unrushed. It's definitely not a race. And then we're going to end with our left arm moving. So wherever you are in the cycle, let your left arm finish, and then you're going to come back and hold your dynasty. Breathe, relax. Good. Now we're gonna put the two together. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing. Don't worry, Susie. We're almost done. No, I have to go too because all my kids now are eating breakfast, and I better get up top before they burn the house down trying to cook eggs and toast. It's gonna be an ugly beginning to year of the tiger. Okay. I'm not kidding. It flames go up. It's a mess. So we're gonna do 3 with the right, 3 and then transition movement, right, left, right, and then 3 with the left, and then we're gonna do 6. Okay, and then we're gonna breathe deeply, rejoice, and move on with our day. All right. All right. Again, get in that nice comfortable position. Head's open, top of the head. Feet are rooted, connect with that earth. Take a couple deep breaths, relax. Good, start to shift to the left. Right hand starts to move. 1. Keeping your shoulder open and relaxed. 2. 3. Good. Now both hands swing to the left. Both hands swing to the right. Now your left hand goes. 1, Nice and slow, don't rush it. 2. 1 more. 3. Good. Now we start to change. So now we're doing back, forth. 1, 2, 3. Keep breathing. 4. Try to keep the mind and body relaxed. 5. Last one is with the right hand. 6. And you just come in, relax and breathe. Again, regroup. Find Mother Earth. Find the heavens. Connect and join. Traditionally, we end with 3 breaths, so we're going to do that here. It's breath for Father Heaven, Mother Earth, and the child ourselves. So it's a big breath in, arm raise up, cup the sky, bring your arms down your center line. Then we reach down to Mother Earth. We're going to scoop up some of her energy, hold that energy up. We're going to raise it all the way up to our heart. Then you roll your arms out. Send it out to arms, legs, hands, and feet. Then relax it there. Last one, like you're going to give your best friend the biggest hug of his or her life. You're going to reach out, big hug, big hug, big hug, big hug, and then pull that energy into your heart. Let your hands rest on your heart. Honoring yourself, the child. Allow that energy to roll down and through. Good. You're going to put your feet together. Good. In chamber. And let's salute the group. Your right hand forms a fist, your left hand covers it. Back. And down. Awesome, guys. Welcome to Year of the Tiger. I'm excited to really have you guys join us. And it's going to start somewhat slow because we're trying to help build fluidity and help you really understand the concepts. As we start to build more fluidity and add the concepts, this will get a little bit more elaborate, not crazy elaborate. So we're not going to be doing like triple flips or corkscrew rolls or anything crazy like that. But we're going to be building on the movement. And what I encourage you is take the time today. You can fast forward through it to the end part where we just did this motion, but we're going to start tomorrow with this motion. So it's going to help you feel better about the movement if you do it at least one more time today. Okay. For those of you who are more experienced in this, really try to find that fluidity and really start to gain the concepts in the movement. For those of you who are brand new to this, if you find the movement, you're doing amazing. Okay. Guys got it? All right. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Tomorrow again is going to be only 10 to 15 minutes. So today was longer just to add some of these concepts and orientation and intro. Tomorrow is going to be a much shorter, condensed version of this. All right, guys. Enjoy. Be well.